Hello guys and welcome to my channel. Today we are starting a video series where I will be talking about what is true and what is not of every single episode of Narcos Season 3. In total there will be 10 videos, one per episode. I really hope you like it and let's begin.
Narcos famosos.
We are gonna start talking about some facts that involve not only one episode but the whole series. Just in case someone is still in doubt about it, Cali Cartel godfathers were real. Miguel and Gilberto Rodriguez Orejuela, they are brothers, Jose Santa Cruz Londoño, aka Chepe, and Helmer Herrera Buitrago, aka Pacho Herrera. They really existed. Jorge Salcido, the Cali Cartel informant, it was real. In the description, I'm gonna leave a couple of links where you will be able to watch some interviews of him and a video that talks about his life. Javier Pena, who along with Steve Murphy participated in Pablo Escobar capture, didn't have any participation in Cali cartel hunting. Pena left Colombia in October 1994. The two agents that indeed participated in the Godfather's capture were Chris Fate and David Mitchell, who in the show is called Daniel Van Ness. And the reason they didn't use his real name is because he is still an active DEA agent. David Rodriguez, who represents Miguel's son in the show, is called William Rodriguez Abadia in real life. He is currently 53 years old and he wrote a book that is called I Am the Son of the Cali Cartel. And the reason they didn't use his real name it is because he is still alive. He is not in jail or dead, and it would have been a mistake to hold William accountable for actions that David does in the show. Now, let's go to the first episode facts. Number 1. Was Cornerstone Operation real? True. It was real, and it was an operation that took place in the United States, and which main purpose was to put an end to the Cali cartel, and it began with the seizing of a cocaine shipment in a warehouse in Miami. In total, this operation lasted 14 years. Number 2. Is it real that Cali cartel godfathers wanted to put an end to the drug trafficking in Colombia? True. After Escobar's death, the Orejuela brothers were in contact with the Attorney General of Colombia, Dr. Gustavo de Grave. They wanted to make a deal with him to put an end to the drug trafficking in Colombia. So a meeting took place exactly like happened in the show, with all the members of the organization. The meeting took place in a location called Jamundí in the department of Valle del Cauca in Colombia. There, the brothers made their partners aware about their plans. However, some of them didn't take the news very well, because they said that for Gilberto and Miguel was very easy to leave the business because they had been trafficking for 20 years and they had millions. They had tons of money, like they say in the show, richer than the Pope. So they didn't want to quit. They wanted to make more money and they were gonna still trafficking. So from that moment on, there was a division in the cartel and a new one was born that was called North Valley Cartel, and it was led by Orlando Henao Montoya, aka the man in the overalls. After this, the Orejuela brothers kept negotiating, but they didn't achieve anything, because they wanted the nation to kneel on their feet. They wanted to have house arrest, and on top of that, they wanted the people who were gonna guard them to be their own men dressing as policemen. So of course, the nation refused to do it, and at the end, we know how the story ended up. Number 3. Is it true that Cali Cartel recorded people conversation? It is true. The man in charge of doing this was Carlos Espinosa. He had contacts in the Cali phone company and he was in charge of tapping phone lines. According to Cali Cartel former accountant Guillermo Palomari, the cartel tapped around 400 phone lines per month, and they recorded the most important conversations to send them to the Cali cartel leaders. Number 4. Is it true that Pacho Herrera was homosexual? One more time, it is true. Despite of having had 6 children with different women, he never had any serious relationship with any of them. When he left New York and went back to Colombia around 1983, he showed himself openly homosexual, and it was normal to see him with a group of young men. Number 5. Is it true that Claudio Salazar was dismembered by 4 bikes? It is false. Basically, it is false because Claudio Salazar, or Claudio Endo, the way he's called in real life, didn't die dismembered by 4 bikes. There was actually a person who died dismembered like the way they show it. However, it wasn't with 4 bikes but with 2 cars, but the final result was the same. Now, let's talk about the Salazar family. The Salazars are indeed a family whose last name is Endo, and Claudio Salazar in the show is Claudio Endo in real life. Claudio Endo, as in the show, had issues with Pacho Herrera because he killed some guys from the guerrillas. One of them owed him money, and it turns out that one of them was Pacho Herrera's friend. This made Pacho Herrera to be furious, and he got permission from the other 3 Cali Cartel leaders to kill him. But Claudio Endo didn't die in the way that they show it. Instead, he was killed in his house. And listen carefully, he received 98 gunshots. Yes, 98 gunshots. After several months, the woman who was Claudio Endo's wife had a relationship with Miguel, exactly as you can see in the show. So this is the end of the video. I hope you enjoy it, and if you know any other facts that I could have missed, leave it in the comments. And also, if you have any question about everything I said, feel free to ask me. I will see you in the next video with the episode number 2. And remember to subscribe to get the best information about the Narcos.
Narcos famosos.